दिया. We lost Ajit Pawar ji, Maharashtra's Deputy Chief Minister, and 4 others were on that plane. We have obviously lost Ajit Dada. That same day, a report came from Washington that the plane was crashed. They are being engineered. Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, they are about to start charging for them. We signed the FTA with the EU, but now we have to prepare for this. Trailers of plane crashes are running in every country. It is just increasing. And this chaos will keep increasing until the plane crashes I had predicted were bound to happen, that there were going to be continuous air crashes. Why? Because they need to move Western citizens into digital prison cities. So, in order to make this happen and to restrict the movement of people, they are using the concept that the WEF is calling 15-minute cities, meaning from work to home, like they have given you a bed right next to your work, kind of. So, for these digital prison cities that are going to be created, in order to cram all the Western citizens inside them, first, some big crisis layoffs will have to be done and people's movements will have to be reduced. So, air crashes are being orchestrated. And obviously, the objectives of the deep states toolkits are also being achieved along with it. So, just as I always explain, whatever they need to implement in America or in the West, a trailer of it is released beforehand. So within that trailer, there is what I believe to be clear and deliberate sabotage. So regarding Ajit Pawarji, we have lost Ajit Pawarji from the Western Maharashtra region. He was the deputy chief minister, and there were 4 other people on that plane as well. So then on that very same day, this report also came from Washington stating that the crash involving the helicopter and plane that had occurred, that it was because of deep systemic failures. Are you understanding this? Deep systemic failures means the file is now closed. You will never know what happened. That is the magic of the English language. Zero accountability. I mean, that language was created just to fool people. So just like that, file closed, deep systemic failures, right? No accountability, no responsibility, nothing. Just talk, say whatever you want in English. So like this, they will close the report on the helicopter and plane crash in Washington last year. So right now, these are just trailers of plane crashes that are running in each and every country. And it is only going to increase, and this chaos will continue to grow up until the point that the Western citizens do not go inside the digital prison cities. So to make that happen, whatever needs to be done, first they brought COVID. So people stop moving around. This will carry on the script which began with COVID to transition everyone to a digital currency. It will keep going until the Western citizens are forced into the digital prison cities. So you can understand what kind of chaos is going to happen. All right. We have obviously lost Ajit Dada. I do not know a lot of details, but I have heard that he was a very good administrator and also a very hard-working person. And there must have been pluses and minuses, like with every politician. So, but among the locals, he is very respectable because every single local person has benefited a lot. Do you understand benefit? Yes. So every single local person has benefited quite a bit. So because of that, he has respect locally in Maharashtra. Does the family of the others know the reason he was chosen? Do you? So why was he chosen? Well, he was a popular leader, and you must understand. The messaging was that the ex-chief minister of Gujarat, Vijay Rupani, and this deputy chief minister from Maharashtra. So the messaging is that individuals at the chief minister level, those close to him or people of that level, are being used to create a symbolism that we can reach anywhere, meaning we can also touch the higher levels. We can do this level, meaning we can do it higher up too. That is the threat that's given to Bharat. One does not simply become a global power. For global power status, Sacrifices must be made. So that sabotage, the game of sabotage has only just started. So right now, you should see that when the toolkits of the deep state were established in America. So the first thing they did was get JFK out of the way, right? So since then, how many deaths must have happened? Just think about it. In becoming a big power, this is always there, that wherever people feel there are possibilities to sabotage. So a big power's responsibility also grows, doesn't it? Then you also need to have security arrangements of that caliber. Now, our deal with the EU is complete, but we must now prepare. My prediction is that the EU's disintegration is going to happen. So we did sign the FTA with the EU, but now we must prepare for the fact that every single country now, as I say, Eastern Europe will go into Russia's sphere of influence. The Western nations must consider how much they can cooperate with Trump, though they won't be able to do it entirely. Because Trump will be sitting right next door in Greenland. And for this reason, I believe that after the signing of the FTA, the Prime Minister started to tweet in the individual languages of each and every European country. Because the EU is not going to hold, is it? The EU is going to disintegrate. So our FTA, the one signed with the EU, right? That will now be dissected as per individual countries, and individual bilateral free trade agreements will be created after the disintegration of the EU. That's why the Prime Minister's move is so important, tweeting about the deal in the language of each and every European country, because he must also know. If I can see it, then obviously the Prime Minister must be seeing the EU's disintegration as well. Let's go. Regarding UGC, I had already mentioned that it is going to be closed. Okay. Now, in our new studio, we have two newborns with us, and I asked for their names, and people have given a lot of really good suggestions. So now these two, they are going to be participating in our geopolitics analysis, joining us from the studio, from our Goshala. So you will also get to see both of them on camera, and they will have their naming ceremony. They have just turned 5 days old. They are very cute. Now, 4 years later, who is doing the post-mortem analysis of dollar de-dollarization? Former World Bank Director Eric breaks down a US dollar collapse scenario. Now we have to tell people, now that headlines are coming out, we have to tell them, how long will the lie about no de-dollarization last? So he's clearly explaining how the dollar is going to collapse. He's explaining the entire event. This particular prediction was made on June 16th, 2024. For all the FANG companies that exist, how many years are left before they are DFAN get? So all these things that we were getting for free, such as Instagram, Facebook, and WhatsApp, they are about to start charging for them. So they have already begun testing this in the name of so-called premium features, about how we will start charging a subscription fee. Obviously, the tech sector, because of de-dollarization, all the zeros that exist are going to vanish. So now they will have to charge the people. Do you understand? This whole Ponzi scheme is going to end with de-dollarization. So now they will begin to charge, and as soon as the Greenland process is complete, a lot of European countries will expel American companies from Europe, at least from their own respective countries. After that, you can very well understand what is going to happen. What will be the fate of those in the tech sector? Let's move on. Tether is buying gold for itself, selling crypto to the public. I told you before that they are fooling American citizens with Trump coin, Melania coin, Dogecoin, while they themselves are buying gold. So the prediction for January 9th, 2025 is now in clear reports. We are taking gold and handing crypto to the public. All right. Now over here, the IMF is saying that US dollar assets are facing a sell-off scenario, a rapid sell-off of US dollar denominated assets. They are speaking clearly about de-dollarization. For those who are not understanding, brother, use a little bit of your brain. The IMF is saying it themselves officially, the possibility of a rapid sell-off of United States dollar assets. The managing director of the IMF is officially stating this herself. Let's proceed, shall we? Whoever wants to contribute, the QR code is up here. And everyone, please like the video and share it in your groups. Those who have not subscribed, please subscribe as well. Jai Hind, Jai Janindra.